Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of
Hey guys,
NBA
it's
basketball.
Nehe. We're playing
This is
2K
Kevin
today.
Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, some people question the contract that Terry Rozier got from the Hornets
David
in 2019,
Aldridge.
but 3 years
That's an
later,
interesting name.
he earned an even bigger deal. He says, I worked my tail off because that's all I know. The money will be there. I'm more excited that I can just show my talent every night, what I'm about, and who Terry Rozier really is. Kevin, back to you.
Love the motor. DA, thanks. And given how much these teams run, Clark, the bench play could be big.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, with how much these teams like to get up and down and push it, I think it's going to be one of those windshield wiper games. So a bunch of guys could get some action tonight.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. The guard pair, Ball and Rozier. The big men on the floor, it's Washington and Plumlee. And it's Hayward in at the small forward. And for the Pelicans, up front it's Williamson at the 4 and Valanciunas at the 5. McCollum is out there with Ingram. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. Tip-off goes to Charlotte. Now here's Ball. Pass to Rozier. Plumlee trying to break loose. Williamson with the block. Here's McCollum. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Doesn't quite have the height, but boy, does McCollum have the heart. He's a relentless finisher in traffic.
Pelicans shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
All right, it should be good now.
Find the lane. One shot.
Easing it. There we go.
And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it.
Now here's McCollum. Here's Williamson, and he uses the glass on the lane.
Carving out.
Here we go.
Williamson instantly cashing in on the offensive glass.
Oh, shit.
Washington. Plumlee trying to break.
I had him open. That was me.
Washington, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Here's Rozier.
There we go.
Rejected by Ingram.
You know, that's where Brandon Ingram's huge wingspan comes into play.
He left me open. I saw that.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Washington. Following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Rozier the pass to Ball. Takes the 13-footer off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, I tell you what separates Ball from a lot of players his age is that his footwork is advanced. He's got almost a PhD in footwork.
On the basket by Jones.
What a move that time. Crossed up the whole building on that play.
For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Hayward dishes to Plumlee. Valanciunas on the double team. Here's Hayward. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Excellent use of size there by Valanciunas. Reaching out and just swatting that
There we go.
Good work there as it goes. And just under
That's a bucket.
minutes elapsed here in the first. Inside, here's Washington. Lee Bennis was put in just the right spot.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Williamson, the pass to Valanciunas. Outside, Jones. Victor Valanciunas shoots over Washington. And there's Valanciunas on the assist by Jones.
So skilled at the 5. Valanciunas helps space the court, knocks down the mid-range
Ooh, just in time.
And also a terror on the offensive glass.
Boy, I'm absolutely
I had no
shocked he
confidence
didn't
in
get
that,
one to
so-
go. Usually he's money from deep.
It's
Shit.
Ingram on the wing. Jones in the post. Defended by Hayward.
Nope.
Jones, no luck. Williamson dishes to Jones. Goes to the
There we
reverse
go.
layup and cuts it in. Jones has got 6 points.
And as we've watched him develop, Zion has steadily improved his passing ability.
Hayward against Jones. Ball with a wide open look. Pelicans pull it in. Williamson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Valanciunas passes to Jones. Stolen by Ball.
Damn.
And now here's Rozier, the fast break champs.
Nope.
Rebounded by Valanciunas.
That's a no.
Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And guys, things are looking up in New Orleans. The extension for Zion Williamson reflecting his commitment to this young core, and with the 8th pick and Dyson Daniels, that the Pels added to their bevy of young wing defenders,
Oh.
building our team to contend.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. For Charlotte, they might be the most electric team, Clark, in the NBA. Young and very exciting.
Yeah, I agree, Kevin. I mean, they're extremely potent, and they are exciting to watch.
Let's see.
LaMelo Ball, man,
We got
he
some
can do just about
fresh
everything.
meat right here.
The Hornets,
Just-
a lot of fun to watch for sure.
And the Hornets going with a whole new group out there. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Plumlee. McDaniels comes in for Washington. Martin's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Rozier. Now here is Martin. Ball finds Martin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McDaniels passes to Williams. Over Hernangomez. Williams' shot is off. Pelicans leading by 11.
That's some good defense right there.
Nance, right side. Back to Hayes. High post shot. Ron Gomez trying to break
That's
through.
good.
The shot's good from Hayes.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on
Get him,
the
get him, get him,
offensive
get him.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Ball. To halt the run.
Who told you to shoot that? Knew that.
Left wing. Here's Graham.
Wait.
The shot's good on the assist by Nance.
Another timeout.
Rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And the Hornets call time here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. Down by 15. With the floater, and it's good on the layup. Ball's got his 2nd basket of the game.
This is what height in the backcourt gives you. Ball can get almost anything he wants in there because of that size.
And the pass to Hayes. Oubre against Graham. His shot is good, making it a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And as for last season, he was a 74% shooter at the line.
The free throw drops from McDaniels.
Come on.
And McDaniels drops them both.
Oh, damn.
Got it off in time.
Wait.
Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And so it's New Orleans. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Oh, boy. It's not bad the first half.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pelicans.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
Oh, man, their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. The forwards are Hayward and Washington. Kelly Oubre out there with Terry Rozier. And it's Richards in at the center position. Oubre outside. McCollum against Rozier. Wants to get it to Oubre and does. Count that one. Oubre's got his first 2 points of the night. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson. 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a two-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball. I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Well, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks.
Rozier showing you nice feel for recognizing that one of his guys was wide open and got him the ball.
Pelicans leading by 17. Pass to McCollum. And good. Got the friendly pass on the right side of the rim. And that's
Another
7 points for
timeout.
C.J. McCollum. And the Hornets call time here. Greg, last offseason, the Hornets decided to part ways with their coach of the past 4 years.
Always a tough decision, and this is a critical time for Charlotte. They've got a tremendous young core. They think their time is now, and they want to make a bold move with the new hire.
Williams, he's checked in for Nick Richards. Hornets trailed by 19. Hayward outside. Back to Rozier. Here's Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Here's Hayes. Rebound by Williams. Hornets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Rozier. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
That's what you
It's
get.
blocked.
Hogging the ball. Ball hogger.
Here's Alvarado. Rozier defending. And it's in there. Hornets trailed by 19. Oubre outside. Pass to Hayward. Here's Rozier. Shot clock at 6. The feed to Williams. And it's Williams with the jam.
Okay.
Footwork that time.
All right.
Rozier did a nice
Because that
job
just happened.
freeing himself from the defense and making the pass.
Here's Alvarado. Rozier defending. Rozier with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Jumps up and finished off by Oubre.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy is determined to finish.
Here is Daniels, defended by Hayward. Here's Nance. That one doesn't go. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. Terry Rozier, that 2019 sign and trade, changed his career.
You know, going from Boston to Charlotte, Scary Terry got an increased role with the Hornets, and sometimes that's all a player needs. He became a starter there, doubled his scoring average, and it was really a hand-in-glove fit for Rozier.
Defensive foul. Kelly Oubre Jr.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
You know, yeah, guys, last year was a rough one for him at the stripe. I mean, it's going to be hard for him not to improve on those numbers. They were that bad.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Hernan Gomez comes in for Hayes. And Jones subbed in for Daniels.
2 minutes.
Now here's Williams. 1:52 left to play here in the half. Ball kicks to Williams. Over Nance. Shooting foul as the whistle goes. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Charlotte's shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Come on.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
2 shots.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs. And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
And despite the double-digit lead, still in attack mode, getting their feet wet there in the paint.
And you cannot leave anybody open on Ball's team because this guy is excellent at finding his teammates.
Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason group.
In a series they took to 6 games, but yeah, they couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year things will be different.
Here's McDaniels. The Pelicans make their last shot. It's good.
Ball has wasted no time showing off his passing skills. A really gifted distributor.
Pelicans leading by 16. Here's Alvarado. Nance trying to break loose. Offensive rebound. Makes it off the glass. Nance has got his 2nd basket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now, here's Ball. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
For the Hornets, they have the memory of 2 straight play-in game losses hanging over their heads. That's a tough way to end any season. It should be fuel and motivation for them.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
You can just see the promise Ball has. It's oozing out of him. Already a triple-double threat, and he rebounds it so well at his position. Man, the future's really bright for this young man.
Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. And here's Valanciunas. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Jones, the pass to Valanciunas. And it's Jones. That time on the assist.
That was good.
Valanciunas. Jones has got 8 points. Ball against McCollum. Ball feeling it out a bit. No good with the elbow jumper.
No excuses.
But
None. I mean, with the defense,
I always like to do that. It's at least some type of challenge.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Pelicans lead by 19. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Right out of the gates, it was New Orleans setting the tone. Amped up and ready off the tip, they immediately went on an 11-4 run. And they were rolling in that first quarter, up by 15 at the end of it. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Pelicans?
They're going right to the rim, finishing every chance they get. The D was helpless trying to stop them and beating them inside. I love the relentlessness and the aggressive style. This is how you impose your will on another team.
And big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
And one of the main reasons they're down right now is because of their rebounding problems. They're getting outworked, outclassed, not bringing the intensity, not willing to get their hands dirty. They're playing like reps.
Yep. And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You have to like what we've seen from Jones.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Up front, it's Williamson at the 4 and Valanciunas at the 5. C.J. McCollum out there with Ingram, and it's Jones in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
I mean, really, at this point, I'm just going to be shooting 2-pointers.
Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure
I'm
on.
folding on defense right now.
The latest
I'll admit.
from our reporter David Aldridge.
Thanks,
So
Kevin.
Kevin.
Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. Now, here's Ball. After Gordon Hayward's miss, Ball, and the Hornets miss again.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting
so many timeouts being called.
Too much offense to keep pace with.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And there had been so much talk about Zion wanting out of New Orleans. That was all put to rest this past summer. Zion signing a loaded extension to keep him with the Pelicans for the next handful of years.
I was going to put the one side max energy.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Rozier. Will it go? He can't get it to go.
No, it go.
So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Through with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Here's Graham. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Here's Ball. Here's Plumlee. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle. 2 shots coming up.
That was a foul.
6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Shooting for Charlotte, Mason Plumlee. At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. Kelly Oubre's checked in for
really,
Charlotte.
at this point, it really doesn't even matter.
Plumlee hits them both. The Pelicans have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor.
Okay, I got you.
Over in the corner, Rozier. Hits it from three-point range.
Rozier the third.
Rozier's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Hayes with it. Now defended by Oubre. Hayes, no good.
Wow,
Charlotte's
that's crazy.
gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Hayward passes to Rozier. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Plumlee. They get it
That's
back.
even crazier.
And it's Washington missing.
Y'all are folding so hard right now.
Graham will bring it up for New Orleans. Basket good.
Graham's court awareness in action right there. Easily spots a wide open man.
The Hornets shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end.
What you gonna do?
The pass to Plumlee.
What are you gonna do?
Now here's Hayward.
What are you gonna do?
Lets it go with a 3.
Nope. That's not
Nice
it.
again.
That ain't it.
Oubre, no one around him.
That's it.
Good on the 3-point shot. Oubre's got 7 points in the game.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it.
That's the
with
first
such
time.
precision.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Pelicans.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Okay.
And the Hornets making a change here. Richards is checked in. New Orleans leading by 23. And there's the pass to Murphy. Oubre with the steal. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas.
It wasn't a foul.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Pelicans on D. Hayward kicks to Rozier. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Rozier's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Hornets. The Pelicans have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half.
Damn.
Pass to McCollum. From deep. Pelicans keep it alive. Feeds it to Murphy. Oubre with the steal. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. No good on the triple. New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Valanciunas finds Hernan Gomez. Nice form on the 20-footer. Hernan Gomez has got his first points in this one. Charlotte's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Hayward against Williamson.
Y'all are done by 40. Just go out.
This is it to Rozier. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Rozier's got 9 points in the quarter.
In perfect timing, this run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
Yeah, it's still a big hill to climb. I mean, it was essential that they at least made some kind of dent in that lead before we got to the fourth quarter.
Here is Hayward, following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Rozier the pass to Richards. With the teardrop, and it's Oubre laying it in. Oubre's got 9.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Oh, what an impressive triple drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And they might be down big, but you'd love the mentality he has to go at defenders and just keep attacking.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 9. And Rozier pulls it down.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
34 seconds left to play in the third. Pelicans leading by 19. Hernan Gomez finds Williamson. Unloads from 13. That one falls. 6 points for Zion Williamson.
And okay, you won't let me get to the hole this time. Zion options for the next best thing.
And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Charlotte ball.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Well, I like the trajectory of Rozier's game. I mean, he's added responsibility and his production has increased too.
Here's Rozier, 10 points for him. From 13 feet, it goes down. Rozier's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all
Let's go.
kinds of tricks up his sleeve. Now, that's where you like your shots to come from.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we'll be back with you shortly.
That was a good third round.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. Oubre out there with Jalen McDaniels. Then there's Plumlee. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Martin in at the 2 spot. And Plumlee kicks to Rozier. Martin the pass to McDaniels. Here's Rozier. Second shot opportunity. That shot off. Nice lead from Valanciunas. Ingram outside. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Ingram's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Pelicans. And another great look at the 2K drive.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim.
Valanciunas against Plumlee. Pass to McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And the 7-footer Valanciunas with the foul. A big who isn't just skilled, but also brings that toughness.
Ball's checked in for Rozier. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for New Orleans.
They're doing damage from the mid-range. Not sure if that was the game plan or if they're just taking what the defense gives them. But thus far, it's paying off.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Williamson, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 3rd assist on the night. Hornets have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. And the shot goes down.
Ball
I wasn't paying
distribution
attention.
was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Yep, that one goes.
Outstanding decision making by Ingram there, working it to the open man. Really good possession.
Oubre kicks the ball. The pass to McDaniels. Second chance effort. And the layup is good. McDaniels got 4 points now in the quarter.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
Jones trying to get open. Valanciunas.
That was easy.
With his strength, it isn't easy to upset Valanciunas with a little contact. You're going to have to get a lot more physical than that.
Here's Ball. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
The Pelicans have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter.
He said no foul. He said no, not I. Golly.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. To the paint. And it's...
Call timeout. Oh, damn.
Slammed in by Plumlee.
Assist goes to
Chemistry
LaMelo
at
Ball.
its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
McCollum with the ball, and it's Martin picking him up. Pass to Williamson. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. That's good for Williamson on the assist from Ingram. Ingram's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Ball, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
C.J. McCollum.
It goes on C.J. McCollum. And how exciting it must be to have LaMelo Ball, Clark, on your team.
Kevin, clearly one of the most exciting guards in the league. The
down
anticipation was
it's
through the
all
roof
good.
for Ball, and needless to say, I think he's lived up to it.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and Devontae Graham subbed in for Jones. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
Book Knight, he's checked in for Charlotte.
At the line for 2.
Both good from the line that time. For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Back to Smith.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Richards. Hernan Gomez covering. Charlotte moving the ball around. 4 on the clock. From deep 3-point range. And again, the Hornets missing. For New Orleans, they've gotten all 8 of their shots in the 4th quarter to drop. Truly remarkable. Williamson with the bucket.
And everything coming together for Zion offensively. He has been unreal tonight.
For the pass to Richards. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for New Orleans.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Valanciunas.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
To the middle. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Saw the opportunity to put this away.
40.
Did not turn it
At this
down.
point, I'm just going to stand here and watch.
What kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Smith kicks to McDaniel. He doesn't hit that one. And New Orleans will come the other way. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Passes it to Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it. And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
And it's Smith missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Well, that was GG. I was hoping I'd get at least 100 points, but got by 50. Jesus
I mean, the
Christ.
energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Zion, you never let him back in the game tonight. How did you finish so strongly?
was being consistent, not letting up after we get a big lead. You know, coach came and emphasized it at halftime, and then we just came out and stayed consistent.
Yeah, it was a wire-to-wire job tonight, man, and congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.
Hey, that was game. Oh, man. Oh, that was good. That was real good. That was real good. I won by fucking 50. Oh, that was good. That was good. Alright. Alright, well. This has been Nehe playing 2K25. If you can't tell, I'm tired. Okay, this has been me playing 2K23. Peace.